Hi, this is Jamel with Recherche Kennels in beautiful Statesville, North Carolina. I am so excited to introduce an absolutely stunning Bernese mountain dog we have for sale. This boy is Tucker. He is Mr. Blue of Becca and Lazarus' litter. He was born November 25th, so he's just graduated master's program. He's enrolled in one of our most popular training programs called Doggy Doctorate. He's had over 450 hours of training, so we know his personality very well. If you don't like the name Tucker, you can change it. We're calling him Puppy and Boy most of the time, but when they get to a certain age, we don't want to keep calling him Puppy and Boy, so we've been calling him Tucker here and there. But again, he doesn't know the name that well. You can change it. I just think it matches his personality. His Recherche score is 766, 7 being that he is dependent. He loves to be held, loves to be with people. He's very social. He's not a dog that wants to be all by himself and independent, but he's not a dog that's going to scream if he's crated and left by himself. On the activity scale, this litter is a very calm Bernese Mountain Dog litter. So none of the puppies in this litter are hyper or high energy. He is slightly outgoing though. So he does have some energy, he does play, but he's not a dog that's going to need a lot of exercise. He'll need exercise just because he's a bigger dog, but he doesn't need a lot of exercise. He's not high energy. He's not gonna be a dog that's gonna be very needy energy-wise with play. On the confidence scale, he's a 6 out of 10. He's slightly confident. He's not a dog that's super confident. He is naturally submissive. He's naturally, and that's pretty typical of Bernese Mountain Dogs. He wants to please you. He wants to make you happy. He's a dog that just wants to, he's not stubborn or hard-headed at all. Size-wise, he's a good-sized boy. This litter, his mom is 75 pounds. His dad is 103 pounds. I don't think he's going to be as big as his dad. I'm guessing he's going to be 85 to maybe 95 pounds. He may get to 100 pounds. But I don't think he's going to be that big. His dad is our largest. They're European Bernese, so they get a little bit more standard in size, and Lazarus is pretty big for being a European Bernese Mountain Dog. Now, he's able to go home after graduating either Doggy Doctorate, which is training till 6 months of age. That's May 25th. The second training level is Doggy Double Doctorate. In fact, that's our most extensive training level. In that program, they go home and they live with a professional trainer, and then they're brought back here for training every day, just like a normal puppy. The difference is they go home, and that really stretches them socially, stretches them because they have to learn potty training and crate training in a completely new home, not just here, and it really stretches them, and that's a month-to-month program. 7 months is June 25th, and 8 months is July 25th. Now, we are flexible with all those dates, and so if you're going on vacation and the best time to get them home is May 15th or June 15th or sometime between, we prorate the price so you can get them at the date that works best for you and not exactly those dates. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see pictures of Becca and Lazarus. If you click on those pictures, a video will play where we summarize each of the parents. We talk about their health clearances. We're very proud of our parents because one, we import every one of our Bernese Mountain Dogs from Europe. And the reason we did that is because we wanted to get the healthiest Bernese in the world so they live longer than the average American Bernese, which is 6 to 8 years. We wanted to get dogs with greater genetic diversity where they've been health testing for longer, and so we imported in from Europe. Secondly, we only bought dogs that have generations of health clearances, and we only bred parents that were health tested themselves, and we show all of that on their pages and on the video. We're very proud of that. What I'd like to do now is to summarize our Puppy Training Institute, and we're going to go ahead and show you Tucker in training as of today, so you can actually see him in training, see his personality, not hope that he's trained. You can actually see it in action, and then I'll come back and let you know what you need to do to reserve Tucker. Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love the cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That it builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training, and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do Canine Good Citizen. They're all very good trainers, and we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now, we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer, they can hold their place longer, they can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Cot. You will definitely want to buy a Cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The 2 other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training. And this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate. And a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out. And a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously, the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area, where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20 plus people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, if you're interested in Tucker, read through this entire page. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see pictures we just took of him. Right above the most recent pictures are his prices for each training level. Now, some people do have a hard time finding those prices. So on this video, we're gonna show you where prices are found on a typical page. But the prices in this video may not be his prices. So you definitely need to scroll down, look at his page, and then you'll confirm his prices. And then right below this video, there's a link. It says click here to fill out puppy application. Click on the words puppy application, fill it out. We will respond within 24 hours. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video of Tucker. Again, this is Mr. Blue of Becca and Lazarus's litter. Thank you so much, and God bless.